Hey ladies, are you ready to live the soft life you deserve? Travel more, hit your goals, and make an extra $1,000 or more each month? Miss Sydni Allyse is looking for 5 ambitious women. Whether you're a mom, teacher, nurse, or just a go-getter who wants to level up financially and protect their family's future with life insurance. Sound like you or know someone who fits the vibe? Let's connect, because your dream, life isn't on hold. It's just waiting on your yes. Serious inquiries, please call 404-849-2356. Miss Sydni Allyse, another proud sponsor of the K. Reed Show.
Welcome everybody to the K. Reed Show. Hi, I'm your host K. Reed. It's a wonderful day. It's a phenomenal day. If you're just not tuning in, man, we in for a real good treat, okay? Because on the line today, I got an actor, man, a producer, a writer who's been around for a long time doing this thing. I'm talking about, you might have seen him in Waiting to Exhale. You probably seen him in The 5 Heartbeats. You probably seen him in it's a countless amounts of movies, man. This guy's been in. This guy's a stellar actor. And now he's taking his acting skills and becoming a recording artist, man. I got no other on the line than the infamous Leon. What's up, baby?
I'm good, man. What's going on, K. Reed?
Chilling, man. What's up with you, man? How you been doing, man?
Boy, just dealing with this, COVID society we're living in. Trying to stay safe. I've been hunkered down and out here in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at nothing but deer, as few people as possible.
Yeah.
And just, hoping that we can get back to normal sometime soon.
Yeah, man. That's something else, man. This COVID-19, man, just, it's amazing how this thing that took over the world, man, but everybody maintaining though.
Well, not everybody.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But unfortunately, right.
Yeah, unfortunately that's not the case. And so I just think that, as long as this thing goes on, more and more people are not going to be able to maintain. So I'm just hoping that, we can possibly get back to, I know for me personally, it's been a huge shift. On March 13th, I had 3 jobs. I was on the sold out theatrical tour. My band was booked on the Tom Joyner cruise, and I was on a Showtime TV series. And within 3 hours, everything was gone.
Wow, man, that's crazy, man. We gotta stay prayed up, man.
Oh yeah, the thing is that I'm healthy. The people around me are healthy. The people I know are healthy, and hopefully, there's something to be learned from this, so we'll make ourselves better when we come out of this.
Right, man. Let's, I feel you, brother. Let's before we get into the music, man, because you're doing some things with this music, man. For those that don't, well, everybody knows, but how did you get your start, man? As far as I always ask the same question because everybody have a different answer. But how did you get your start in knowing that you wanted to become something different in life? You didn't want to just work a 9 to 5, nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but you saw something different in life. When did you know that?
Wow. I think I've always known it. I think that, when I was in grade school, I put on my own production rock and roll revival when I was in 7th grade. And then then I excelled as an all-American athlete, and then went to Loyola Marymount on basketball scholarship. And I guess I don't know, the regular 9 to 5 job wasn't something that I thought that I would be doing. Even the professions that I even thought about being outside of it when I was young, maybe even being a trial lawyer or a priest or a surgeon, they were never 9 to 5s.
Right. So you always was on the move.
Yeah, I wasn't always on the move. I just always thought that I would do something, that would be, I don't know, probably more in the public eye.
Right. Good. Because I think a lot of times when you have that early aspiration, it kind of helps give you that motivation to get to your destination. Oh, that rhyme.
Well, yeah. Of course, the earlier you start, your aim towards where you want to go is always the best.
Cool. How do you get prepared for a role too? Because I noticed that you've played 1,000 different movies, man. In 1,000 different.
See, I wish.
Yeah, you feel me though? You feel me? You get my point though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If I turn it on BET right now, Leon gonna be on there. If I turn it on VH1, Leon gonna be on there. You know what I'm saying? If I put it on UMC, Leon gonna be on there. You in stage plays, man. You all over, bro. You all over, bro. So, how do you get prepared for each role? Because each role, some of those roles, as far as You Are the Heartthrob, you know what I'm saying? And some of those roles are different roles. How do you get prepared for each role?
Well, like you say, each role is different. You know, me preparing to do Little Richard is a lot different than me preparing to do Cool Runnings. You know, me preparing to do Above the Rim is a lot different than me playing David Ruffin in Temptation.
Yeah.
You know, some roles require a great deal of preparation, weeks and weeks, 7 weeks of, rehearsal and preparation and getting into character. And then some roles, you may be doing while you're doing another project. So you got to kind of get your head right and try to show a difference between the two roles that you're playing at the same time.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, cause I'm glad a lot of actors, like you seem like you true to the game, you true to your craft, man. That's you can always tell when you're watching movies and stuff who really true to the craft and who true to the game, as opposed to people that's pretty much just, I can tell they're not putting the work in. You putting the work in, bro.
I tried, that's for sure.
One of my favorite movies, man, was with you in Above the Rim, man. That movie was dope, bro.
Yeah, I know. They've been running it all month on Netflix. I guess people have been watching it because it says there's no basketball.
Right. Man, how was it working with Tupac, man?
It was great. With me personally, because he had a lot of respect for me. So when he first met me, he just bowed his head and said, "You ain't gonna have a problem with me because you in the 5 Heartbeats."
Right.
That's a movie that is just revered and loved by our people, and so I guess it had a big effect on him. So when we met, he was just like, "Yo, man, I got mad respect for you," and I said, "Bet, let's go, let's do this."
Right. That's what's up, man. So we're gonna kind of fast forward a little bit, because later on what we're gonna do, we're gonna play your new song, your new joint. Have you always been, obviously this is a dumb question, because I believe a lot of actors and musicians want to be musicians, musicians are actors. It's pretty much all the same thing. So I'm guessing you've always loved music, right?
Always. Music was my first love. And a lot of performers that you see out there, actors, it's like that. Music was their first love.
Mm-hmm.
And, but when we train to be a performer, like for myself, going to American Academy of Dramatic Arts and HB Studios and stuff, I did everything. I did scene study and technique in the morning, and then I was like in jazz, ballet, and voice lessons in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about what pops off. We may do a serious drama one day, and then in the next few months later, I may be in a musical. So it's just like you always have that talent. It's about what you do with it.
Right. I hear that. Heard that. So you got a band? You got your own band now?
Yeah, Leon and the Peoples. We've been together for how many years now? 11 years now. Yeah.
Oh, word. So y'all been performing all over then?
Oh yeah, we've done 38 city tours around the country. I performed in Amsterdam and London. Yeah.
Gotcha. How was that? How did you find time with your busy schedule to get that done, man? Between acting, you know what I'm saying, all these movies you got going on, and TV shows, like I said, Netflix and everything. How did you find time to say, okay, you know what? Music is my heart. This is my passion. Let's get back to that. Let's roll with that. How did you find time for that, Leon?
I just made time. I just made time and took advantage of opportunities to record when I could and write when I could.
Mm-hmm.
So blessed to have some, good people around me, a great producer,
mm-hmm.
And Joel J.K. Kidness is also my writing partner, and just some really great bandmates that have, allowed me to rehearse and allow us to rehearse. And we've put out 2 albums so far right now. Our latest album, on the Spectrum Music label, Love is a Beautiful Thing, is out now. And, we plan on releasing 2 summer singles. And,
okay.
And, if it wasn't for the COVID, shoot,
one
of them would have been out already.
Gotcha. But they say it's timing, bro. It's timing. A lot of things is timing, man. But I know it's gonna blow, man. I know it's gonna blow.
Yeah, well, with support from people like you, hopefully it will.
Yeah, it's gonna blow, man. Because like I say, you're how they say, a double-edged sword.
I guess so. That's one way of saying it.
Yeah. The ladies gonna be going, man. It's gonna blow up, bro. Watch what I'm telling you, man. I never knew that, man. But I mean, you learn something new every day, man.
Yeah, well, the thing about acting, even more so than any other profession, I think that it clouds people's minds so much because when they see someone as an actor, they don't really think about them being anything else. But any other profession, they can imagine them being an actor. But so for some reason, when someone's an actor, they only imagine them acting. Wow. I don't know what that is.
Right. Man, that's strange, man. You know, Jamie Foxx can blow, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I feel like he got the same. I feel like he never really got to the point where he should have got to musically because he's an actor and a comedian. That dude can hoop.
No, he's very talented in a lot of different ways. Yeah, very talented guy. Always has been.
How many cuts gonna be on this album?
It's 11. The album's out now.
Okay.
And it's 11 songs on it. Two of them have already were released, made the top 20 in Billboard's hot singles.
Okay, which singles are there? Which
Beautiful, the lead-off single, got as high as number 12, and the title track, Love Is a Beautiful Thing, was number 6, and then came back again at 12.
Okay, so we're gonna play a couple of those joints today, man, and just see what the public say. I know they're gonna be loving it, man. And we'll get the feedback for it, man, and it should be good, man.
Well, hopefully we got some really fantastic reviews, but more importantly, the music that we play is, it's uplifting.
I was about to ask you that.
It's fun, it's positive. When I listen to music is like my vice to feel good. So, that's the kind of music we play. And it's thought provoking. And this movie, and basically it's exactly what it sounds like. Love Is a Beautiful Thing. It's talking about all aspects of love.
Gotcha.
The kind of love that makes you happy, the kind of love that you have for your brother and sister and your mother, and the kind of love that makes you happy, and the kind of love that makes you sad. Because we know love makes you happy and it makes you sad.
Yeah. Right. That's true, man. That's true, bro. Man, I love the content, man, because y'all, so let me ask you a question. Like, who's helped? Are you writing all the songs and producing, or is the band combining together, writing and producing?
Yeah, I do. Most of the writing for our songs comes between me and my writing partner.
Gotcha.
And then as we're mainly a live band, so we play our songs before we ever record them to live audiences to get their response. And once we get the response we like, then we know what songs should be on the album. So for us, it's kind of like we're not waiting to put out a record and seeing what people think. We already know what people think of this record, of this song. That's why we put it on the album.
Gotcha. That's smart. That's actually like that's some A&R type stuff, bro. Shoot, they need to do that with all these records, man. But this music industry today so fast paced, man.
Yeah, they got fast paced. You got young artists coming in who can't even perform, and they might be able to make a record, but that's because they have fantastic producers. But they haven't got to the point where they can even perform yet. So that's what you're gonna see. But that all things and times. I'm sure there's some artists out there that came out when they were very young that weren't great performers that are now seasoned artists that are good performers. So hopefully people can stay in the game and develop their talent no matter where they start.
Right. Heard that. Oh, I ain't gonna keep you too long, brother. Let me ask you a question before we let you go and promote this new CD and these new songs. What advice would you give to an aspiring artist? And when I say artist, I'm talking about somebody with a creative mind. Because I believe it's two types of people. It's creative people and it's people that's pretty much not creative. Or there's just, there's good people, but they don't have that creative mind. We think differently. What advice would you give to somebody that's aspiring to be a musician, an actor, a basketball player, something of the arts, something that's different? What advice would you give to them, especially in this time of COVID-19?
Well, the first thing I would say to someone is, make sure that you are trying to be the best you can possibly be. Not the best someone else is, not following trends, but be the best you. Because if you're the best you are, then no one else can be better than you. No one could be a better Leon than me. There may be better actors out there, better singers, better producers.
Yeah, talk that, man.
But they can't out Leon me.
Yeah.
That's for them, as long as I'm true to Leon.
Right.
Because that's what I have to give the world. So give the world you. Stop trying to be other people. Stop trying to follow trends. Go out there and give them the best you. Be a trendsetter.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Oh, I always want. I gotta ask you this, man. I always wanted to ask you this, man. I got to ask you this. Call me slow, or whatever, but I didn't get this part. In the 5 Heartbeats, when old girl, were you dating? What happened with old girl, man? Was you dating old girl, or was duck girlfriend? Was
Right.
tell me what happened with that. I got kind of confused. Like, what, y'all seen each other at the same time, or was it the?
No. I was seeing her previously.
Yeah.
Before my brother met with her. That's the reason why she was even around.
Okay.
And then he met her, and they fell in love. And you know, me being the protective brother.
Yeah.
Being like, well, wait a second, not one of my things. Nah. I'm saying like, no, that's not you. You know,
I got you.
She don't love you like she loves me. You know, it's like I don't. You know, it's like I don't really want you to get played. I just like, and then she let me know that she does love me, but she's in love with my brother.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's something I have to accept.
Word, heard that. That's something I want to know personally. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of listeners want to know that too. They weren't going to ask you. I got the microphones. I'm going to ask you, bro.
Of course, as you should.
Yeah, that's good. Word. So let's talk about this music one more time. How can everybody get a hold of this music? Name the top singles, Amazon. I mean, whatever. How can people get the music, Leon?
You can buy Leon and the People's music anywhere you buy music. Amazon Music, iTunes. We have our own station on Pandora, Spotify, anywhere you buy music. You can also come to our website, which is leonandthepeoples.net. Find out more about the band and get stuff there. Reverb Nation, you can also get music there as well. And, just, we're not hard to find. Just Google Leon and the Peoples and everything will pop up. The album is called Love is a Beautiful Thing.
And these 2 singles?
And the singles that have charted already is the leadoff single, Beautiful. Mm-hmm. And the title track, Love is a Beautiful Thing. Okay. But we have 2 songs coming that, one of them is our most popular song that we perform. Okay. It's called Sometimes I Wish I Was Single.
Word.
Word. I was hoping that we were really going to push it for the summer.
Yeah.
And then we have another one called Love the Way She Moves, which is a combination track.
Love, huh? That's the key word, huh?
Yeah. Definitely, without a doubt. Because everybody knows, appreciates, and wants love.
Enough said, brother. Enough said. Well, we're going to pump these songs right now. Thank you, Leon, for coming on the K. Reed Show, man. It's been an honor. The legendary Leon.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Keep playing the music.
Word, Leon.
That's right, Leon from some of your favorite movies and Leon and the Peoples. And you know you're listening to K. Reed Show, just like I am.